It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdered. That to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on now, let's go!
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Gurley with a carry on first down. He'll only get a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Throwing on third. Gone. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very solid gain of 27. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Ric Flair. Hey, 76. 76.
On second down and 4. Goff to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking for Woods that time. Third down here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Zuerlein's kick is good. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 2nd down, it's Grant. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Jackson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Trey Flowers in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And look at this. It's a fake. going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
5, 5. 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go. Here we go again. Hey, Mike's 50.
From the red zone now, gone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, but it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it on for his running back. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Move. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. 76. 76. Hey, echo. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Gerald Everett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. This time Jackson will throw it. He can run for it, and he will. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Those are the types of throws that Jackson has to be more efficient with this year. He really put an emphasis on improving his passing accuracy in the offseason, because last year as a rookie, 58%, that was it. And his quarterback coach said the ball is coming out of his hand cleaner, the timing looks better. That's what they're hoping for. Everybody knows he can run, but now he continues his quest to be more well-rounded and improve on his conservative 1,200 yards and 6 touchdowns he threw for last season. From the 40 now on second down, Jackson. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
We do for 66.
After the interception, here's Gall. He gets it to Cooks. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And the Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Show it up. DC, do up.
A play fake to Gurley. Now Gall. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
14.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
49, check 49, check 49. Orange, orange. Hey, team 6, team 6.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Goff, a quick throw, complete to Cooks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Jackson to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Well, everyone in this stadium knows Jackson can do that as well as any QB in the league. They talked about limiting some of his running this year, especially the design runs, but he's still going to scramble when he feels he has green in front of him. He led all quarterbacks last year, 695 yards rushing. And keep in mind, 80% of those came in the 7-game stretch when he was named starter late in the season. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the eye. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. On 1st and goal, Washington. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll come out in the pistol from the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
We got to step it up.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, Shell. Listen. Hey. Back
to throw. Gone. And that's complete to Cooks. Touchdown, LA! Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Brockers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started.
All day, baby, all day.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it, because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Watch 81, fellas, watch 81. Tight end left, tight end left.
From the gun on third down, gone. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Here's Thomas. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Corey Grant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Throw complete right side to Cooks. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Again, gone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Returnable for Thomas. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
24 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. Boom, boom.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Got 20. 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 50. 50. Mike 50. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Goff on third down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Keep it up, guys. Now you won. Wide motion. Wide motion.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Goff now looks to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's third down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Value one.
Third and long. It's gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. So they pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
You got three down.
Value three. Attack!
So that'll back him up 5. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Tight end right. Well done. Even. 4 gap. Even. 24 is the mark.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A big play there on the option. 52 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 26 yards as his guys are back within a single score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Letty, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Louis.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
Hey, 5.
Throwing on third. Gone. He sets to fire deep. He's got it with the 15. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 70 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Undercut.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Man left, man. Four down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Got a man, it's Brown. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. On third down, Grant. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So that one will be accepted. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. Another carry now for Gurley. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, Haywood!
Here's Gone. They got him in. It's Woods. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now it's Gurley. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
If you kill it, motion me out.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Let's go, baby.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they keep pace in the playoff race as they